Bonjour tout le monde! Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm happy to see you today for another video. And for this video, we're gonna talk about l'éducation, education. In a general term, we're gonna see everything that's related to that theme, all the vocabulary, the verb that we use. The goal is to be able to extend your vocabulary at the end of this video. Let's start right now. L'éducation. First, table des matières. Let's see what we're going to talk about in this video. First, introduction au thème. Introduction to the theme. Then, vocabulary. Les animaux, les actions, l'éducation. We're also going to see the essential verbs, les verbes essentiels, such as être, to be, avoir, to have, faire, to do. Donner des instructions. Give instructions. Expression utile, useful expressions. Some couple of phrases to help you. And a final exercise, exercice final to practice. Let's start right now. First, objectif du cours. That means goals of this class. Apprendre le vocabulaire des animaux. Learn the vocabulary of the animals. Comprendre comment on éduque un animal. That means here to understand how we train an animal. Utiliser des verbes simples au présent. Use simple, easy verbs, present tense. Donner des instructions simples. Give some simple instructions. Okay, let's start right now with the first part, which is vocabulary of the animals. Les animaux. Pretty easy. Pretty sure you know some maybe already, but let's focus here on the pronunciation. A dog, un chien. A cat, un chat. Don't pronounce the T. A horse, un cheval. You do pronounce the L. A bird, un oiseau. Gonna spend time on this one. Then we have a fish, un poisson. A rabbit or a bunny, un lapin. One more time. Un chien, a dog. Un chat, a cat. Un cheval, a horse. Bird is oiseau. Why does it make that sound? OI makes the sound wa. EAU makes the sound O. The S is between the I and the E. So because it's between two vowels, Z sound. Oiseau. And because it starts with a vowel, I can take my N from un to connect it. Un oiseau. Un oiseau, a bird. A fish. Careful. Sometimes I hear poisson. Every time you have the double S, it will always be pronounced the S sound, not the Z sound. Because if you say poisson, it means poison. Here we want to say fish. Poisson. S sound. And you can really try to emphasize on the S sound. Poisson. Fish. Un lapin, a rabbit or a bunny. Un sound. Okay, these are main animals. Then let's focus on the actions, les actions. To sit, s'asseoir. S'asseoir. Don't pronounce the I. S'asseoir. To run, courir. Pronounce the R. Courir. To eat, manger. Not manger. G plus E makes it sound je. Manger. To listen, écouter. To obey, obéir. Obéir. Really dissociate the E with the high accent and the IR. Obéir. And then you say obéir. To play, jouer. One more time. S'asseoir, courir, manger, écouter, obéir, jouer. Now, l'éducation, the education itself. To train, dresser. To learn, apprendre. To repeat, répéter. Same sound for those three syllables. Répéter. To reward, récompenser. To punish, punir. Again, dresser, apprendre, répéter, récompenser, punir. Now, the actions such as things, phrases that we can use à l'impératif. That means imperative tone, mode, I mean, it's kind of like an order or an advice that you give to your animal, mostly an order. But for example, assieds-toi. Assieds-toi, impératif, that means sit down. Assieds-toi. Viens, come, viens. Arrête. Arrête means stop. Arrête. Écoute. Écoute means listen. Or you can say va, go, va. One more time. Assieds-toi. Assieds-toi. Sit down. Viens. Viens. Come. Arrête. Stop. Écoute. Listen. Va. Go. And here, because it's like actions, we use the imperative mode, which is like the order you give to your animal. We always try to be super energetic, of course. So try to put the tone and try to be like super like into it. Va. Okay. Now, useful expressions. Les expressions utiles. C'est bien. It's good. C'est bien. Or you can say, très bien. Very well. Very good. Très bien. If you disagree, non. No. Non. Encore. That means again. Encore. And if he listens, you can say bravo. Of course, bravo. Congrats. Again. C'est bien. Très bien. Non. Encore. Again. Encore. Bravo. That is pretty much it for the vocabulary that you need to know for this chapter and this theme. So try to make sure that you remember all of those useful phrases. Here we focused on the education towards animals, but of course it can be to like any specific topic. Just make sure that you use the right tone and don't be too like harsh or too direct for the person. But those expressions that we just saw, they're pretty good. For example, like if someone, I don't know, if you're a teacher and someone did their exercises, you can say bravo. So always try to adjust those expressions, those actions, depending on the situation, but they're pretty easy to remember. So you can like try to write them down, practice the pronunciation, and try to use them if you take French classes with your teacher, or if not, in the context when you do want to practice your French skills, either with like a French speaking person or not. These are pretty good. Now, little exercise for you. Pretty easy. I made you 3 sentences. What you have to do is you have first to try to translate it and choose the right verb depending on the meaning of the phrase. So depending on what you want to say, if you think that this phrases make sense more with one verb than the other one, you tell me why and you try to translate it. So you choose the right verb and try to translate that in English. If you want to do it, you can either do it in the comment section right below this video right now at the same time as I'm telling you the exercise. You can do it later on. You can do it on a piece of paper and send us your answer on Instagram. You do what you want to do. If you want to practice like the translation, it's a good way to know if you remember the vocabulary and how to use the verb properly. We're going to read the phrase. I'm not going to give you any clue. You have all the vocabulary in this video. You just have to choose the right one. Number one. Le chien court, mange vite. Again, le chien court, mange vite. Vite, we didn't study it, it means fast. Numéro 2. Je dresse, suis mon animal. Je dresse, suis mon animal. Numéro 3. Le chat écoute, mange. Le chat écoute ou mange. Sometimes, depending on the context, they may have one option that can fit and the other one may fit also. But I want you to try to choose the right verb. Tell me why you choose this one and what does that mean in English. Okay, just for the pronunciation, I'm going to choose the first verb, read the full phrase. Second verb, read the full phrase so you can see how we pronounce it and you can pronounce it with me. Numéro 1. Le chien court vite. Don't pronounce the T from court. Le chien court vite. Second option. Le chien mange vite. Le chien mange vite. Numéro 2. Je dresse mon animal. Mon animal, you connect. Starts with a vowel. You link it with your N. Je dresse mon animal. Numéro 2. Je suis mon animal. Don't pronounce the S from suis. Je suis mon animal. Numéro 3. Le chat écoute. Le chat écoute. Second option, le chat mange. Le chat mange, and not manger. E is always good. That's pretty much it for today's video. So try to do this little exercise, pretty easy. Try to translate it in English if you want to see if you understood all the meanings of each word. I think it's a good exercise. If you have any requirement, any question, anything you want me, I don't know, to speak about for next week's video, don't hesitate. If you know already that you struggle on a specific topic, it can be like a grammar rule, it can be like a general topic, theme, subject, and you need more vocabulary. If you have any question, just let me know in the comment section or a little message on Instagram. I'll be doing a video to help you guys out. And last thing before we stop this video, keep in mind that every week we're doing what we call les défis. Les défis means the challenges. So you have this weekly video on YouTube when we can express together. I can teach you some vocabulary and I think it's good for the pronunciation. But if you want to work more on your free time at home, for example, we have those challenges that are connected and linked to the topic of the video. So for example, like there's some examples of exercises of the vocabulary, we have some oral understanding, we have some videos, some songs, depending of your level. So we have the beginner, which is the A1, we have the A2 level, and we also have some exercises for the B1, B2 level. I think it's pretty good to exercise yourself with those challenges. So if you're interested in that, don't hesitate, same as usual, to text us and we'll give you the link. I hope that you guys like this video. Seeing you next week for next video. And yeah, take care. Salut!